As the year draws to a close, we find ourselves reflecting on the profound loss of Tatiana Schlossberg, a woman whose presence brought warmth and hope to so many. Her absence is felt deeply, not only by those who knew her personally, but by countless others who admired her from afar. Her passing at the age of 35 has left the world undeniably dimmer, as if a guiding light has been suddenly extinguished, leaving behind a sense of longing and sorrow. The news of her death, announced on December 30, 2025, sent ripples of grief far beyond her immediate circle. Tributes poured in from friends, colleagues, and strangers alike, each message a testament to the far-reaching impact of her compassion, intellect, and unwavering spirit. The Kennedy Library Foundation's heartfelt statement, "Our beautiful Tatiana passed away this morning. She will always be in our hearts," reminds us that behind the public figure was a beloved daughter, sister, and friend, cherished by those who knew her best. Tatiana's life was shaped by both privilege and adversity, yet she chose to use her voice and platform to champion causes that mattered deeply to her. She was especially passionate about the environment, dedicating herself to raising awareness and inspiring others to take action for the planet's future. Through her writing, public speaking, and activism, she made complex environmental issues accessible to all, breaking down barriers and encouraging people from all walks of life to join the fight for a healthier world. Her ability to connect with others and spark meaningful conversations was truly remarkable. When she was diagnosed with acute myeloid leukemia, it was a cruel and unexpected twist in her journey. Yet, even as she faced the immense challenges of illness, Tatiana's resilience shone through. She continued to focus on the well-being of others, offering comfort, encouragement, and hope to those around her. Her story is not only one of struggle, but also of the extraordinary strength of the human spirit and the unbreakable bonds of family. In her final months, she drew strength from her loved ones, and in turn, inspired them with her courage and grace. As we gather to say goodbye, we remember not just the loss, but the enduring legacy Tatiana leaves behind. Her compassion, her advocacy, and her unwavering hope continue to touch lives and inspire action. Her story reminds us that even a life cut short can be filled with immense purpose, meaning, and love. Tatiana's journey encourages us all to live with intention, to care deeply, and to make a difference wherever we can. Though Tatiana's light has gone out, its glow continues to guide and inspire us, reminding us of the power of one life to change the world. To truly understand Tatiana Schlossberg, one must first understand the extraordinary world she was born into. She is the daughter of Caroline Kennedy and the granddaughter of President John F. Kennedy and Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis. Her family's name is woven into the very fabric of American history, and from the very beginning, Tatiana was surrounded by the echoes of a powerful legacy. Raised in the vibrant heart of New York City, Tatiana's childhood was carefully shielded from the relentless gaze of the media. Her mother, Caroline, was determined to provide her children with a sense of normalcy, creating a safe and nurturing environment where they could grow up away from the constant spotlight that followed the Kennedy name. The Kennedy legacy was always present in her life, visible in family photographs, cherished stories, and subtle reminders throughout her home. Yet for Tatiana, this legacy was not a weight to carry, but a quiet source of inspiration, a gentle reminder of the values and ideals her family stood for. Her grandmother, Jacqueline Kennedy Onassis, played a profound role in shaping Tatiana's character. Through shared moments, reading together, and visits to museums, Jacqueline instilled in her a deep love for literature, the arts, and culture. These experiences helped nurture Tatiana's intellect, curiosity, and sense of elegance. While Tatiana honored her family's remarkable history, she was never content to be defined solely by it. She learned to appreciate her roots, but also to step forward with her own sense of purpose and individuality. As she grew older, Tatiana made a conscious choice to engage with the world on her own terms. She pursued her passions, especially in journalism and environmental advocacy, determined to be respected for her own work, her own voice, and her own contributions. Her quiet determination to forge her own identity, to carve out a path that was uniquely hers, is central to her story. She faced the expectations that came with her name, but always moved forward with grace and resolve. Tatiana Schlossberg respected her past, drawing strength from her family's legacy, but her focus has always been on building her own future, one defined by her values, her passions, and her unwavering sense of self. Tatiana's pursuit of knowledge defined her. At Yale, she immersed herself in history, laying the groundwork for her career as a journalist and author. She continued her studies at Oxford, earning a master's in American history and broadening her perspective. Her education was about building understanding, not just collecting degrees. Tatiana was driven to present well-researched, thoughtful analysis, setting her apart in an age of superficial commentary. She earned her place at top universities through merit and hard work, not her family name. Her academic journey was the first sign she was building her own legacy. Knowledge, curiosity, and respect for truth were at her core. Tatiana's intellect became her most powerful tool for change. With her education complete, Tatiana turned her passion to the environment, becoming a respected voice in environmental journalism. As a science and climate reporter for the New York Times, she made complex issues relatable and focused on solutions. Her acclaimed book, Inconspicuous Consumption, empowered readers to see the impact of everyday choices. Tatiana's writing was clear, never alarmist, and always aimed at education and action. She inspired a new generation to care for the planet, weaving history, science, and personal narrative. Her work was a modern extension of her family's tradition of public service. While her grandfather looked to the stars, Tatiana fought to preserve the earth. Her legacy in environmental journalism will continue to motivate and educate. In the spring of 2024, Tatiana welcomed her second child into the world. The delivery was smooth, and the hospital room was filled with laughter, happy tears, and the gentle coos of a newborn. For Tatiana and her family, this was a moment of pure joy, a celebration of new life and the promise of new beginnings. Friends and relatives sent messages of congratulations, and the family felt complete as they cradled their newest member. But just days after the birth, routine blood tests, meant to ensure Tatiana's smooth recovery, revealed something was wrong. Her white blood cell count was alarmingly high, a red flag that couldn't be ignored. Doctors quickly ordered more tests, and the mood in the hospital shifted from celebration to concern. What should have been a peaceful time of recovery and bonding with her newborn quickly turned into a period of anxiety and uncertainty. Tatiana found herself holding her baby close, her mind racing with questions and fears about what the future might hold. Intensive rounds of testing followed, each day bringing more worry. Finally, the doctors delivered a devastating diagnosis: acute myeloid leukemia, a fast-growing and aggressive cancer of the blood and bone marrow. The words hung heavy in the air, changing everything in an instant. The news was a brutal blow, delivered at a time when Tatiana and her family should have been focused on healing and cherishing their new arrival. Instead, they were forced to confront a frightening new reality. The contrast between joy and fear was overwhelming. One moment, the family was celebrating the miracle of birth. The next, they were facing the terrifying prospect of a life-threatening illness. The hospital room, once filled with hope, now echoed with uncertainty. Tatiana and her loved ones were thrust into a new reality, where the routines of early motherhood were replaced by cancer treatment schedules, medical jargon, and the constant presence of doctors and nurses. Hospital visits, consultations, and waiting rooms became the new normal. The family found themselves navigating a world of uncertainty, clinging to hope as they faced each new challenge. The challenge ahead was immense, demanding a strength and resilience that few are ever called to summon. Tatiana drew on every ounce of courage she had, determined to fight for her life and for her family. Yet, through it all, she was never alone. Her family's support was immediate and unwavering. They rallied around her, offering comfort, encouragement, and love at every turn. In the midst of the storm, their love became her anchor, giving her the strength to face each day with hope and determination. The diagnosis marked the start of an intense private battle. For a year and a half, Tatiana endured hospital stays, aggressive treatments, and the emotional toll of fighting AML. She faced pain and exhaustion with quiet fortitude, always focused on her children. Her goal was to remain a mother, creating moments of normalcy amid chaos. Despite the strain, she stayed true to herself, thoughtful, caring, and engaged with the world when she could. In November 2025, she shared her journey in a moving New Yorker essay, offering insight into life with cancer. Her vulnerability was an act of generosity, using her experience to shed light on illness and gratitude. It was a final, powerful piece from a woman dedicated to truth. Tatiana's battle, though unseen, was marked by courage and reflection. In her darkest days, Tatiana was surrounded by extraordinary family love. The Kennedys rallied around her. Her parents and siblings became her caregivers and support system. They transformed their lives to care for her and her children, providing stability and love. This was a private, profound commitment, not a public display. Her family's presence allowed her to focus on healing, knowing her children were safe and cherished. They were her advocates, confidants, and constant companions through every hospital stay. Their unity was a powerful part of her story, a reminder that family love is the greatest medicine. Their devotion gave her strength to fight with courage and grace. In her final essay, Tatiana gave the world a gift, an honest account of the love that sustained her. She wrote of her family's quiet heroism, their sacrifice, and their unwavering presence. "My parents and my brother and sister have been raising my children and sitting in my various hospital rooms almost every day for the last year and a half," she shared. Her words captured the totality of their dedication, living between the world of toddlers and the reality of cancer. By sharing this, Tatiana shifted focus from illness to the strength of her support system. Her essay was a love letter, immortalizing her family's devotion. Even facing mortality, her thoughts were on others, an act of immense grace. Her final work reminds us that love and sacrifice triumph over adversity. As we mourn Tatiana Schlossberg, we celebrate her legacy of courage, purpose, and grace. She showed that legacy is built through actions and compassion, not just inherited. Tatiana will be remembered as a brilliant writer, passionate advocate, and a woman of inner strength. Her story inspires us to be brave, to care for one another, and to cherish the bonds that sustain us. Her writing will continue to educate and motivate, her story giving strength to others facing illness. Tatiana's light may be gone, but its glow endures. She leaves a legacy of courage, intellect, and love for family and planet. Her example will inspire for years to come.